Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special review, a review that I really wanted to do. This is the review of the Seiko 5 SRPD57, the Seiko diver relaunched by the Seiko 5 series. This is a remake of the original Seiko SKX series, and this is a very special watch for me. I'm gonna be sharing my thoughts on this watch in a very unique review, and I'm gonna tell you why. The very first thing is that this watch has not the original bracelet, as you can notice. This is not the stock bracelet that it comes with the watch, and you might be wondering, all right, Audie, why is that you don't do the review of the watch as it comes? Well, first, because there are hundreds of reviews available for this watch with the stock configuration, and second, because if I'm doing a review, I'm doing a review of a watch as I see it, and the way I see this watch is with this bracelet. This is a must. I'm gonna leave the script in the description, the link to this bracelet if you wanna buy it. It's gonna be an amazing upgrade, trust me on this one, guys. It's a jump in quality that feels this watch from a $200 watch to a $1,000 watch. Now, well, some things about the bracelet. If you buy this bracelet, you're gonna need to keep the final mail link, which is this one right here. You're gonna need to remove that from the original bracelet in order to adapt this bracelet here. As you can see, there are some gaps there, but I'm not like that's not noticeable. I'm just noticing it right now, by the way. I've owned this watch from more than a year, and as you can see in the bracelet, the scratches, I've been using this watch a lot. So let's start with the dimensions of the watch. So we have 41.5 millimeters in the bezel of the watch, and we have a case diameter of around 42.5. However, there are a lot of people that are scared of this watch because they think when they read in paper 42.5 millimeter, they are scared of wearing this watch because they think it's gonna look too big. It's not, and it's because of that. As you can see, however, although the watch is 42.5 millimeters, the bezel, it's only 41.5, which is really close to a Rolex Submariner, for example. And as you can see here, it's the key on this watch, so it doesn't look that big, and it's that only has around 46 millimeter of the lock to lock measure. It has a bracelet of 42 millimeter, but this one from St. Martin tapers down way more aggressively up to, sorry about that, let me see, up to 18 millimeters, which makes the watch look more balanced on the wrist and makes it look not that of a chunky watch. So the story of this watch is very funny because I bought this watch almost by accident, and is that when I was looking for this watch, I was looking for buy a watch for my last year birthday, and I was looking for the Seiko SSK series, which is the Seiko 5 GMT series. And it's so funny because what my plan was to buy this one, and something I like about the Seiko is all the available parts that are out there available if you want to mod it. So I wanted to turn this Seiko into a Seiko SSK, and when I received the watch, I was so impressed on how this watch looks on my wrist that I ended up leaving it as it is, and just changed the bracelet, but that's it. I really love the watch. I was not expecting to like this watch this much, and I'm telling you, this is one of my most worn watches from the last year. I ended up buying the Seiko SSK, the original one. I have a review already of this guy on the channel if you wanna check it out, and I'm going to be comparing these two watches because some of you might be thinking that it doesn't make sense. For me, it makes sense. So I'm gonna be comparing these two watches, so stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you are interested into, and let me your commentary so I know you guys would be interested in a review like that. I'm gonna put this watch aside. By the way, I'm wearing the Heimdallr Sea Ghost No Time to Die homage that you have available in my last video. Okay, so some specs, some quick specs here. We have mineral crystal, we have open case back, and this is something I really like from Seiko, right? And it's that a lot of people complains that yes, Seiko doesn't have this, doesn't have that, the original SKX was better. Let me tell you something, guys. The way I see Seiko is somewhat I see Apple in tech. Yes, it doesn't have the best bezel action, for example, but the bezel action is very nice, very reliable. It's not as good as the Rolex Submariner, but for the price you're paying, it's very good. It doesn't have any backplay almost. It doesn't have almost any horizontal backplay. So yeah, it doesn't have 200 meters of water resistance, but it has 100 meters of water resistance, which is way more than 99.9% of you guys are gonna take this watch into the ocean. Yes, it doesn't have screw down crown, but this crown is just perfect, and if you ask me, it's way easier to operate than a screw down crown, because you can wind the watch with the with the natural position of the crown without you having to pull it out. So you can wind the watch as soon as you take it from the drawer wherever you have the watch. That's amazing. That's so practical and easy to use, easy to operate. You can, yes, you don't have 200 meter of water resistance probably because of the open case, but you have an open case back, and that's amazing. So you have it all basically. You have a very reliable movement. You have a very nice bezel action. You have a very nice crown in a very easy to operate crown. So you are able to wind it out. It's an automatic movement, so you can wind it by just the movement. It's pretty much all you need in a watch. So I think that's what Seiko is aiming for, is to provide a reliable watch, a watch that is useful, that is practical, and is it doesn't have any complications. Yes, it doesn't have a Lume pip, but let's be honest, guys. You're not taking this watch 100 meters into the ocean to dive. And if you are, something that I really like about Seiko is that there are at least 100 options of bezel that you can find and replace it so easily. Options with Lume bezel, options with ceramic bezel, options with bezel that are homaging on other watches. So that's amazing for me. Having count, I bought this watch to mod it into a Seiko SSK, and I ended up liking it so much that I leave it as it is. So I don't know what to tell you. I really love this watch, and I've been, as I told you, I've been wearing most this watch than the Seiko SSK that I was originally looking to buy, and it's twice as expensive as this one. So I'm gonna try that on wrist so you can see how it looks. Also the Lume is just fantastic. It doesn't have sapphire crystal, yes, but it has a mineral crystal, which is way more practical for the daily use. It's not gonna shatter as easy as a sapphire crystal. Is not gonna scratch as easy as a regular mineral crystal, because this is hardened mineral crystal. You still have the open case. This is amazing. I really love this watch, guys. What do you want me to say? And as you can see, the bracelet just steps up the game of this watch so much. And as you can see, again, I have a 6¼ inch wrist, which is not a big wrist. And as you can see, the watch, even though we are close to the watch, the watch is really close to the camera, which tends to make the watch look bigger. It doesn't look that big on my wrist. Yes, I have big hands, I'm a tall guy, but even so, I don't think this watch looks too big. And at least for me, for my tastes, I really like it. What do you want me to say? It's on the edge of... I don't even consider this a big watch, honestly, guys. I know nowadays a lot of people are tending to wear smaller watches, but being this a dive watch, being this a sporty watch, I don't consider this watch big at all. It depends on taste, of course, but for me, it is not big at all. Something I really like about the bracelet, although this is not a review of the bracelet, it is that it looks so nice when the light hits. It shines so nicely, and it almost looks like if this middle section is high polish, and it's not. It's just brushed, as you can see there. It's just brushed. It's just the way the bracelet is constructed, the angles that it has, that it makes the bracelet looks so good. And as you can see, it fits perfectly for this watch. I think San Martin made the bracelet for this watch. If you guys have the opportunity and if you can buy this watch, just go for it. Again, you're gonna need to remove and keep this end link from the original bracelet and the original end link from the original stock bracelet in order to make the bracelet look better, because this bracelet originally comes with straight end link, so you can make it look so nicer on the wrist. Again, I'm not sure if you guys want to see it, but I'm gonna just show it quickly so you can appreciate that. But the lume of the watch, as you can expect from Seiko, it's just phenomenal. It's the Seiko Super Luminova, I think they call it. It's just one of the best looms you can have out there. As you can see, you can compare it with the SSK bright. It shines almost as good as it, and you can compare it with Omega Seamaster. Yes, of course, I didn't put this to charge, but both are just great looms. In my opinion, again, you have it all with Seiko. You have really nice loom, really nice heritage of the watch, because remember, this watch is originally, this case is originally from the Seiko SKX, which is very old and very well respected diver from Seiko. I believe it was from the 80s or 70s, something like that. If you know the correct year the SKX is from, please let me your commentary section below. There are some people that still prefer the Seiko SKX. I honestly prefer this version, as it has some way more modern touches. Also, the movement is being updated, and even though we don't have 200 meters of water resistance, but we have 100 meters of water resistance still, I mean, doesn't bother me at all. I have already swim with this watch. I have not dived with this watch. I don't know how to dive. I don't dive, but I swim, and I had no issues with this watch. I've swum at least I think it was 2 times with this watch. No issues at all. Still working flawlessly. So that's been it, guys. That's been my review of this watch. Let me know if you like the review. How can I improve? And subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I'll see you guys on the next one.